This case is a landmark ruling concerning due process, the consequences of gross negligence by counsel, and the exceptions to the principle of the immutability of final judgments. Let's review the procedural timeline. In 2012, the accused was convicted by the RTC for the illegal sale of drugs. Following an affirmed CA decision in 2015, counsel failed to file an appeal, leading to an entry of judgment. However, in 2023, the Supreme Court granted the petition to reinstate the appeal. The case involved gross negligence by the depart counsel, who failed to file necessary remedies. Furthermore, the counsel actively misled the client, claiming an appeal was pending when it was not. The client only discovered the truth after seeking outside assistance. Article 3, Section 14, Paragraph 2 of the Constitution guarantees the right to effective legal representation. Mere presence of counsel is insufficient. When deceit and abandonment strip an accused of the right to appeal, it is a clear violation of constitutional due process. The court identified 3 key factors for this exception: gross inaction by counsel, active deception regarding the case status, and the diligence of the client in seeking help once the fraud was discovered. The Supreme Court found that counsel's conduct constituted an abandonment of the client. Because the accused remained diligent, they were not contributorily negligent. Ultimately, the court exercised its inherent power to recall the entry of judgment to prevent a miscarriage of justice. This matrix highlights the difference between standard negligence, where a client remains bound by errors, and the Conche doctrine, where gross negligence permits the recall of a judgment and the reinstatement of the right to appeal. In summary, this decision confirms that extreme misconduct by counsel destroys the presumption of effective representation, warrants the reopening of an appeal, and may lead to disciplinary investigations against the lawyer involved. The court's ruling states, where the counsel's negligence is so gross, reckless, and inexcusable that the client was deprived of his day in court, the client will not be bound by the counsel's mistakes. In the dispositive portion, the Supreme Court granted the petition, recalled the entry of judgment, directed the Court of Appeals to hear the appeal, and referred the counsel to the IBP for investigation. This video concludes our overview of the case. The image source used is provided by the Court of Appeals.